Welcome back to the War Room. As you know, if you've been following this channel, I spent another week in the gulag here at the Tube, once again for speaking about the true holders of the strings, the architects of what we're experiencing, not just in America, but across the planet. You know, what we're being instructed to pay attention to now, it kind of segues perfectly into the topic of this video. In the topic of this video, I want to talk about what are you going to eat? Previously, I've made videos and I've tried to call attention to anybody who was listening to the hell that our so-called leaders were marching us into. And for the most part, it's been received relatively well. But many people have asked, what do I do? And my goal was to try to walk the men and women who listen to my channel through this and help them prepare for what I felt was inevitably going to happen. But as I watch the plan unfold, it's really easy to see that this thing has been expedited. It's almost like being carried out in a panic. And they're no longer lying. They're no longer trying to pretend like, they're not trying to pretend like it's going to be okay anymore. As a matter of fact, the dementia patient just very, very clearly said that there was going to be food shortages. Now, if you've been paying attention to my videos, I've been saying that this shit was going to come for a long time. But I don't think people understand the gravity of what it is that they're doing. And I believe that the biggest part of that is because so many people are entertained or intertwined with the propaganda, the constant feeding of fear, and just the news today has become a cesspool. It's a joke. Every major news platform that you can watch is full of shit. Even the ones that say what you want them to say or say the things that you believe, they're still corrupted by the snake. And what they're doing, what's unfolding across the planet, it doesn't have anything to do with fucking Resident Evil. It doesn't have anything to do with anything that they've told us. Not a single fucking thing. Not one. This latest thing that's going on across the pond, this isn't an accident. None of this is an accident. None of this is what we're being told. It never is. And that's the videos that this platform have stricken and accused me of being something that I'm absolutely not, something that I stand against, actually, have been shining a light on the truth about how this whole bullshit circus gets played, and who are the ones that lay out the agenda for this. It's not who they tell us. It's not black people holding down white people or straight people holding down. The truth of the matter is, most people don't give a shit about whatever ism, phobia, whatever delusion or sickness that the insane asylum patients have come to laud as truth, justice, equity, all of these things. These things are simply bread and circuses. They're just entertainment. They've said it, but we've gotten so enamored with ourselves. Look at TikTok, Instagram, all of the OnlyFans, everything that people are fascinated in giving their attention is going to lead to their demise once that stuff goes away. Once that's no longer available, or once you look up from your phone and you realize that while you were entertained, they literally took everything from everyone you know, and there's nowhere to turn. I think only then most people will wake up and realize that they should have been paying attention a long time ago. In one of my videos that I made last year, I think it was called this is going to hurt. I was talking about the importance of trying to get yourself in a position where you didn't have to depend on someone else to feed you. And I wasn't talking about making money so you could go to the grocery store, because I've said it over and over again. What people hold value in this fake world we live in, what people hold value in, high expensive clothes with someone else's name on it, foldable money that actually means nothing. And we were going to find out how true that is in the very near future. All of the things, the stuff, that's the thing that so many people hold value in. So many people in this space that are supposed to be helping men, that's where they put the value. And all of that is more bullshit, juvenile fascinations, so you can stay on the lowest rung of humanity. But pretty soon, none of that's going to matter. Your Louis Vuitton purse isn't going to matter. Your gold chains, your jewelry, all of this bullshit that so many people hold in high esteem, they're going to gladly and desperately give away just to get something to eat. Now, I know it sounds a lot of things. It sounds gloom and doom. It's cataclysmic. It's catastrophic. It's not what people want to think about. But you can look at this as a man-made creation, or you can look at it for what it actually is. This is biblical. This is a spiritual war. And I'm not convinced that this hasn't happened over and over again. Over and over again throughout the course of humanity. Noah's flood. I mean, you got the Tower of Babel. You've got all of these occurrences where humans' hubris cause something to shift, and we are there again. We're allowing them to go after our children. Adults are acting like children. We're chasing things that absolutely don't matter. And in the meantime, in the background, all of the bread and circuses, all the plays, all the acts, all of the stuff that they're putting in front of us and saying are so important, it's just to keep your attention forward, while at your six, they're robbing the shit out of you. That's what they've been doing. That's what they've been doing this whole time, this whole Resident Evil, the way that they handled this food crisis. This isn't about the Rus. This isn't about anything that's going over there. It's not about any of that stuff. This was all baked in the cake a long time ago. You can blame the orange man if you want to. You can blame this dementia patient if you want to. But this happened a long time ago. And a lot of people's favorite president, especially a lot of black people, they love Bill Clinton. But in truth, what this dude did, what he did to our country by basically shipping everything to China, that destroyed where we are today. China owns this country. China owns America. They're loading up grain and shipping it to China while Americans are preparing to starve, and your president just said so. But this video isn't about to state the obvious. What I would like to do is give you guys a very clear picture about where they are taking us. But I'm not going to tell you, because if I tell you, then it can go in your ear and out the other. And I want you to learn how to do some work. I want you to learn how to go do for yourself. So what I want you to do today is I want you to go look up Holodomor. And you're going to find no lack of irony of where this happened, who did it. And once you go down that rabbit hole, I would very much encourage you to keep pulling at that string. See what the people's real names were. Because if I say it out loud, then once again, I'll be accused of whatever it is that these sissies that control this system. You won't get to hear this again. This system is being run by the most evil, malicious entities that you can imagine. When you see the way that they're coming after children and how the society isn't absolutely enraged by this, that alone should let you know that America is done as a nation. We lost the favor of God a long time ago. But the Bible says very clearly that not one hair upon one of the little one's head is supposed to be hurt. It's not supposed to be tampered with. And look at what our so-called leaders are normalizing. We are in the days of Noah. We are in the days of Noah. And myself and so many other men and women who are trying to call people's attention to what really matters are like Noah, speaking to the people who would rather stay drunk and just engulfed in their own personal lustful nature, that they have no idea that it has already started raining outside. This isn't a maybe thing. They're straight out telling us you are going to fucking starve. And if and when you look up Holodomor and realize what has happened, Nazino Island, realize what has happened and by whose hand, you'll understand exactly where they're taking us and what you need to be prepared for. Now, I don't want to say anything and not give you some ideas. Several people have said, I live in a situation where I can't do it. I live in an apartment, I live whatever. You can find ways to grow food. You can find ways to get food that you don't have to leave your house. If you've got extra money, whatever the fuck that is, get some flour. Start investing in your future. Learn how to cook. Learn how to find food in nature. Get a chicken and throw it in your bathroom. It doesn't matter. Rules and regulations absolutely are not going to matter once your stomach starts touching your back. All of you who are listening to this, at a minimum, you need to start preparing to feed yourself, because pretty soon it's going to come a time where either you're not going to be able to find what you want, or you're not going to be able to afford what you want. The time to prepare is now. The time to move is now, before there's no more time to do either one.